Schmo, with the pro, with the living legend, the giant, the big Schmo, Paul Wight II in the flesh, Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, Nevada. How we doing?
I'm doing all right. I just can't believe I'm stuck in a room with a Schmo. Like, I've done a lot of things in my career, but damn.
I was gonna say, it could be worse. It's a bathroom for all those who aren't in the know. Now talk to Schmo for a second, man.
All right, Schmo. What's up, my man?
You're a big guy. How do you fit on airplanes, man? You gotta travel a lot throughout your luxurious career as a professional wrestler.
Luxurious career, that's one way of putting it. 4 decades all over the world, so I try to get the biggest seat I can, and try to find the biggest bed I can, try to find the tallest shower, try to find the biggest rental car. You got 2 choices. You can either suck it up, buttercup, and go to work, or you can go home. So pretty much like what I'm doing, so I just suck it up and get it done.
At what point did you feel like you were coming in on your own to get out of, the comparisons between you and Andre the Giant?
Well, I don't think you'll ever get away. It's not a bad thing being compared to Andre. Andre was so beloved by everyone and so amazing at bringing wrestling to the world. That's not a bad thing. But I think over the years, I've been able to separate myself from Andre a little bit and become my own unique character, just like any of the other big men, the incredible big men that are in this business. So fortunate for that. I managed to stay around long enough that people pretty much know the difference between me and Andre, and that's all you can ask for.
World champion in many organizations. Who had the strongest body that you felt inside the ring? Because you've been matched up with many legends like yourself.
Strongest body is there's so many different categories. I'll have to say my top 4. Of course, you got to go with Mark Henry. He's just a whole nother level. I mean, that guy. I mean, he tore a quarter one day in the locker room with his fingers. Like, who does that? John Cena was just the most functionally strong, stable athlete I've ever been in the ring with. Like, literally, John Cena was like a mechanical machine. He was so strong. Brock Lesnar was the most explosive guy I've ever been in the ring, power-wise. Like, you grabbed a hold of Brock, it was like trying to grab a hold of the tail of a tiger. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of power and a lot of speed there. And Big Red Machine, Kane. I don't think people understand what a true monster Kane was. And I've always said a lot of times that the greatest big man, in my opinion, of all time will always be Glenn Jacobs and be Kane.
What a Mount Rushmore. Now talk to the Schmo for a second. What was the initial reaction when you found out you'd be joining the NWO?
The initial reaction? It's kind of a dud. I mean, I go from losing the title to the NWO to like, what, now's all's forgiven, I joined this gaggle of dipshits. But that being said, it was a good experience. I mean, I got to spend a lot of time with Kevin and Scott, and a lot of time in a Lincoln Town car with the windows rolled down in Detroit in the wintertime, and Kevin and I sweating, and Scott Hall in the backseat freezing to death. That was an incredible moment in wrestling history, that the NWO faction and what it did for the Attitude Era and the industry, and to be a small part of that, I'm blessed to be a part of it.
What was your reaction to the Taker's Hall of Fame speech over in Dallas the other month?
Taker, it's so hard when you have that kind of legendary career. I mean, he's my mentor. He's helped me out so much throughout my career. So incredible to work with. There's not one facet of our business that guy doesn't understand, doesn't know, and hasn't excelled at. And I don't think you'd ever have enough time for fans to truly get a chance of who Mark Calloway is. I thought it was great for him to present Mark Calloway to the fans. He still gave him some Undertaker, but that's what Mark is. He's a teacher, he's a leader, and to see that at the Hall of Fame, I thought it was great for the fans. I know the fans were probably a little bit shook, like, what is this? But that's Mark Calloway. He's a funny guy from Texas that's smart as hell, that's sharp as hell, that's street smart, that understands pro wrestling.
Out with the old, in with the new. Last night, AEW Dynamite, Rampage Friday night, Fan Fest on Saturday, and then Double or Nothing pay-per-view on Sunday. With your new role with this organization, the Schmo assumes we're not going to see you inside the ring, even though the Schmo wants it. Maybe some commentating, maybe some talent recruitment. What is going to be the most rewarding part of this chapter of your career here with AEW?
Well, it is a mix. I will be getting in the ring. There's some things lined up coming down the road. The commentating thing right now, I'm having a good time on Elevation, just learning the ropes. I mean, that's a great thing that Tony Khan has given me the opportunity, and Tony Schiavone and Excalibur have been fantastic helping me, and that's where my future lies down the road. But there's still some competition left. We've got some surprises coming, Schmo. So stay tuned. You'll see something cool soon.
Final message for all the Paul Wight fans out there worldwide.
Final message? Live right, be well, be kind. It doesn't hurt to be kind, and tune into AEW.
That's right. He's the pro, I'm the Schmo. Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, Nevada. We're out.
That's a Schmo, all right. Schmo.